Let me start with, I am just humbled and honored to be here. I had the good fortune of starting at our bank in 1987 as a management trainee. And my plan at the time was, it was a smaller community bank, and I was gonna go there and I was gonna learn as much as I could, stay for a year or two, and then move on to bigger and better things. And 38 years later, I'm still here. I fell in love with our people and our culture, and just our involvement in the communities that we work with and serve. So in 1987, I started at the bank. In 1987, I got married. In 1987, I moved to Wadsworth. And 38 years later, I'm still at the bank, I'm still married, and I still live in Wadsworth. When I think about my work in the community on boards, I am really blessed to be surrounded by so many good colleagues who work with me at the bank. It's just important for me to recognize all of the great work, not only being done by myself, and again, I'm humbled and honored to be here, but by our colleagues who work hard every day to help us strengthen the communities that we serve. I've also been blessed to have an incredible wife who has allowed me to do what I've been able to do for a long time, while she's had the important job of being a registered nurse, a foster mom, an author, and now running her own business. And so I'm just so appreciative of who I work with and to the woman that I'm married to. I got introduced into the Civic Commons work about a year and a half ago through just conversations with Dan Rice and Kyle Kudachev, and one thing led to another, and before I knew it, I was in Cincinnati on a trip. And that trip to Cincinnati for me, as part of the Civic Commons work, opened my eyes to what's possible and what's out there. And by far the highlight of the trip for me was taking a canoe ride on the Ohio River with Dan Rice. I felt bad for Dan at the time. People who see this will not be surprised that as we are paddling down the Ohio River, I was on 2 conference calls at the time. I told Dan I had those so I didn't have to paddle anymore, but I really thought it was beneficial for the group that I was with. They were with some Akron business leaders to get exposed to the coalition and to the Civic Commons work. That call was really Steve Millard's fault. I hold him responsible for that. But Dan got to be part of the meeting, so that was good. I think it's just important to know, when you think about what it is and what it does, is it preserves and activates our history, and it's such a big driver with economic development. And I think both of those things are just really, really important, especially on the economic development side. The more and more I read, the more and more research that I do, when it talks to where people want to live and work, it is really about quality of life. And the work that is done in the coalition really speaks to quality of life. I have a passion for serving others, and anything that I get involved in, I'm just all in. I don't do anything unless I believe in what we're trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish. And for me, it's all about succeeding. Anytime that we start work, whether it be at the bank or in the community or on a board that I serve on, there's usually a goal. And I enthusiastically and determinedly will always do everything in my power to help us hit that goal. I'm a huge fan in collaboration. I will end many emails with a saying, "Together we're better." I just truly believe that whether it be at the bank or in the community or in economic development, the more we do together, we're all going to be better. It's just something I believe to the core of my existence. In my time in Akron, I have sensed the collaboration, especially recently. I can tell you the momentum that has been built in the last 6, 12, 18 months has been incredible. Lock 3, for example, when you think about downtown Akron and the economic development and the resurgence that's taking place, Dan's leadership and the Ohio and Erie Canal Coalition's role in helping us get Lock 3 done, opened, and hosting events has been incredible. Yeah, the message I would have for young people in our community today is to get involved. There's so many opportunities for the youth in our communities to get involved, whether that's arts, scouts, sports, parks, recreation. Just get involved. Surround yourself with the right people, and understand that you're always not going to have the right answers or the answers to all the questions. But just always lean in and always push yourself to be better and do more, and to follow their passion. I think as a young person and then a young adult, part of having a successful life is doing what you feel like you're called to do, or doing what you want to do. I've seen too many people grow into things that is not their passion, and at the end of the day, they're not happy. So just my encouragement to youth is just follow your passion, and there is no goal that is unattainable, and set the bar high and go for it.